Oh, yeah. Awesome, it works. Oh, Jesus. Glad that wasn't hard. Glad that wasn't difficult. You gotta teach me how to program this thing. I can kind of do it, but... Oh, Jason does it really good, huh? That's right, he made some good sounding beats on that. Yeah. I'll tell him, give me a
Radio1Guy.
Yeah. So... Let me fix this, hold on. Yeah, oh yeah. No. And then, Radio1Guy. Radio. What radio? This radio. God dang it. Because... one thing I learned, you gotta tighten the bolts. All right, there we go. Radio1Guy. If it's one thing I've learned, you gotta tighten the bolts.
Transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
From the butt noggin. There it is. Yeah. Still think. I still think Radio1Guy. That's it. Excuse me. Boo-ba-da-doo-doo-doo. There we go.
Bring the gnar from the vague. Bring the gnar from the vague.
that one better than all of them, maybe.
Better than all of them, maybe. Radio1Guy. Better than all of them, maybe. Because. Just because. Hey, is that Freedom Rock Man? Well, turn it up.
Straight from the butt noggin.
Hey man, is that Freedom Rock? Yeah man, well turn it up man. Lord, I was born a rambling man. You own the world, everybody join me. Don't start a love. Hey man, is that Freedom Rock? Yeah man, well turn it up man. Lord, I was born a rambling man.
Yeah.
You own the world, everybody join me. Don't start a love tree. The ink is blood.
I don't know, when we talked about, as we talked about last week, the classic Zamfir infomercial got me thinking just now about the classic, even more classic, Freedom Rock infomercial, which of course begins like this.
Hey man, is that Freedom Rock? Yeah man, well turn it up man. Lord, I was born.
Classic. Radio1Guy. Classic. Freedom Rock. Hey, is that Freedom Rock Man? Well, turn it up, man.
Now you're rocking with the guy. Radio1Guy.
Radio1Guy. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, my friends. Good to see ya. How you doing? I bet you're doing pretty good, 'cause I'm doing pretty good. And I know I say this often, we're all in this together. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that we're all tapping into the collective consciousness, the collective consciousness together and feeling pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty neat, pretty neat. And when we got Freedom Rock, we gotta move our feet.
Hey
Radio
man, is
one.
that Freedom Rock? Yeah man, well turn it up man. Lord, I was.
Sorry. Can't help it. Can't help it, it's just too fun. Good to see y'all showing up on time. We tried our best. We did a little thing that we have to do sometimes. I'm going to go ahead and break the fourth wall just because it's so impressive. The technology that runs this radio show, the technology that the Mindbender and I have built, namely the Hackintosh supercomputer. I think I told you about it a few broadcasts back. We've doubled the capacity of the capture card technology, so we can, at this point, have as many as 8 cameras. As many as... Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait a minute. What am I doing wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, the first time wasn't an accident. The last time was. That was weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hope somebody recorded this. No, I got it. I'll look at the Twitch replay later. Freedom Rock is for Heshers. Well said, Strasionic. You know, in my day, Heshers, mostly, I had a couple Hesher friends, but mostly I was afraid of them when I was in junior high school. In high school, I wasn't afraid of them no more because I hung out with a couple Hesher friends. One of them became the guitar player of the Fabulous Hedgehogs, and he was the most Hesher of all the Heshers. And I can't wait to tell you the tall tales of Craig Crude. We haven't talked in a while, but I want to reconnect with my old friend at some point and have him on the broadcast so we can tell some of these stories together, because he is a very interesting young man.
Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio1Guy.
But I don't know if any of you ever saw, this is old school again, but how many of you, by show of hands, have seen the classic early 80s, maybe even late 70s movie classic Matt Dillon. Matt Dillon? Yeah. Matt Dillon starring in My Bodyguard. Featuring Baldwin. What's his name? One of the other Baldwins who's not a Baldwin brother. What's his name? Stephen Baldwin. The guy that was in Full Metal Jacket. And also in My Bodyguard. Strasionic, help me out with this one. You got to know this one. It's a classic movie. You got to see My Bodyguard. With Matt Dillon is the bully. And, God, what was his name again? Stephen Baldwin is the bully of the bullies, but the good guy. The silent giant. The quiet, silent giant. Thank you, Paramagic. Anyway, I bring this up because when I first moved to Danville, California that's in Northern California. From Southern California, I moved to Northern California, and I had a lot of friends in Southern California, and I didn't have a lot of friends in Northern California. I kind of had to start all over again as a freshman. It was a bummer. And one of the first friends I met, it's a true story, was Craig Crude. Biodome. Wait a minute. What year was Biodome? That's not that's the different Baldwin. Because there's Alec Baldwin and then his brother who was in, what was the movie with Kevin Spacey? Speaking of Kevin Spacey. What was that movie? The best Kevin Spacey movie ever, which was Usual Suspects. One of the Baldwin brothers was in that too, right? Right, I think. Somebody back me up here. But that's not the Baldwin that I'm talking about. I'm talking about Stephen Baldwin. I think I have his name wrong. One of them's super religious, which is fine. I'm not saying that as a good thing or a bad thing. He's just sounds that way when you say it the way I just did. Like I was judging him, which I'm not. There's Alec Baldwin, who's a real a real sort of lefty type. And then there's his brother, who's a real sort of fundamentalist religious guy. And then there's another Baldwin that's not related to any of them, that's a great actor. And he was in Full Metal Jacket. He was, what was his name in Full Metal Jacket? Somebody, Strasionic, help me out. I think it was, he was, Mother. What was his character in Full Metal Jacket? I'm doing this without Wikipedia or my phone. Evil Mother or something Mother? Adam Baldwin. Adam Baldwin. Thank you, Leif. Thank you, Leif. Now I feel like an idiot. Stephen Baldwin's the religious one. Alec Baldwin's the lefty SNL genius. And 30 Rock, of course. And a million other great things. And Adam Baldwin. Thank you, Leif. Animal Mother. Leif. You're rocking this shit. Thank you, brother. Animal Mother. Full Metal Jacket. That's a whole nother conversation. We'll have that one next, maybe. But anyway, did you ever see, who's seen, I know, Google, but I think we needed it. We were all coming up short, mostly me. Mostly me. We got an analog video synthesizer tonight, courtesy of the Mindbender. It's actually spacey blurs, but the bender's twisting the knobs. It looks damn cool, if I may say so myself. But anyway, 30 Rock and SNL, yes, thank you. Thank you, Jackie. But I digress. So anyway, if you see My Bodyguard, I think it's like 79, 78. It's old school. I saw it when I was a little kid, and the movie made a huge impression on me. And he's a sort of nerdy little Jewish kid that moves to town, and he's getting picked on by Matt Dillon's character. And he befriends Buddy, who's a very scary Adam Baldwin, very scary, big for his age bully that everybody's afraid of. There's all these rumors about him at the school that he killed somebody or whatever. And of course, none of the rumors are true. He's just a misunderstood, quiet giant. And that was Craig Crude in my version of the same movie. I wasn't getting picked on. I just didn't have any friends yet, and I befriended Craig Crude, and he was 6'7". He had a big Jimi Hendrix afro, not a fashionable one either. This is before that kind of thing was cool. And he was a Hesher, a classic Hesher, if there ever was one. He had the denim jacket with the Iron Maiden patch on the back, and boy, could that kid play the guitar. But everybody was afraid of him. Nobody wanted to talk to him, or everybody was afraid of him because he was so tall and so Hesher. So Hesher, so tall. Alec Baldwin from Beetlejuice. Yes, wait. Alec from Beetlejuice. No, that's that other guy. Wait a minute. Oh, Alec. Adam Baldwin? All right, hold on. I gotta rethink everything now. Yeah, he was in Beetlejuice, wasn't he? Was he the husband? Radio1Guy.
Radio1Guy.
So anyway, I'm giving you all this backstory because the best part of my favorite Craig Crude stories coming up. Here it comes. So anyway, I was a skateboarder. I was a skateboarder the whole time I was in LA. I got a new skateboard. I'm going to show you guys this later. But I was just so excited about it. But anyway, I'm going to go back to my desk here. 10 Baldwin brothers? No way. That's crazy.
Hey, that one guy, what you got there?
So anyway, I skateboarded, but when I moved to Northern California, nobody skateboarded. But my new friend, my bodyguard, Adam Baldwin, aka Craig Crude, in the made-for-TV story, That One Guy, the early years. So there I was, new kid in town, shy kid. I had my little surfer haircut, my little puka shell necklace, and my OP shorts. And I befriended Craig Crude, who was this big scary Hesher that I described. So we were kind of the odd couple, to say the least. Me and my new buddy.
Hey man, is that Freedom Rock? Yeah man, well turn it up, man.
So we were the odd couple. 15 years old. 15 brothers. Good Lord. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up and at the same time be an engaging storyteller. So, to my delight, Craig Crude, he not only played a mean metal guitar, he also rode the skateboards, which I did too. So we were skateboard friends and music friends, and we rode our skateboards around downtown Danville. And this was during the early death of the second wave of skateboarding. So late 80s, when all the cool kids weren't skateboarding anymore. So we were. And this one night, and oh, this is the important part. I don't know how many of you played or are familiar with the old school video game 720, where you're a skateboarder and you skate around, and there's a big swarm of bees that comes after you if you take too much time to get to the skate park, and they go, skate or die. Well, anyway, this became the rally cry of the jerks that wanted to make fun of people like me and Craig Crude that still skateboarded. And so we'd be driving around, we'd be riding around. Yeah, no, it's not a trackball. It was one of the, what do you call the joysticks that go like this? It's a joystick, but it only goes in circles. What do you call that? It's not a trackball. It's that and buttons. Jump. Rotary. Thank you, Mindbender. And anyway, we would skate around, not on our rotary joysticks, but on our real skateboards. And the jocks, as we used to call them back then, the football player dudes in their cars would yell out the window at us, skate or die. Skate or die. Oh, they wouldn't yell that. But they'd yell that at us, and we'd feel bad. So, so, anyway, this is all leading somewhere, and it's really good. You're going to love the ending of this story. It's my favorite Craig Crude story. I mentioned Craig Crude was like 6'8", with a giant, unfashionable Jimi Hendrix afro, denim from head to toe, Iron Maiden patch, not a smile anywhere on this kid. But I'll tell you, the heart of gold. Heart of gold. Oh God, this is there's a story within a story here. I'll make this part of it quick, because Craig had a network of friends, and they all were scary looking like he was. And these are all great people, by the way. They're all heavy metal guys with big crazy hair and scars on their faces, and there was the little surfer kid from LA who was me, with my little puka shell necklaces and the whole thing. And they liked me, and I liked them. We had music in common, and the fact that I could play the bass and go they really liked that, because nobody else was doing that back in those days. So we were buddies. And anyway, we were riding our skateboards, me and Craig Crude, to Burger King, because that's where we'd go hang out downtown Danville, little town, little faceless suburb in Northern California. And this specific Burger King had partitions, like fake stained glass partitions, if you could picture it. So when you sat in your booth, you actually had a lot of privacy. It was kind of nice. I don't think they do that anymore, but it was like a nice Burger King. It wasn't nice, but it felt nice to be there. Anyway, we're on our way to Burger King, and a caravan, like 2 or 3 of these cars passed us. Out of each car was yelled in our general direction, skate or die. And you know, words hurt a little bit sometimes. Skate or die. Yeah, you know, that's how they yelled at us. So anyway, I don't know, Craig didn't like it, I didn't like it either, but we would just ignore it, because, you know, they're not the boss of us. So anyway, yes, when Burger King was a castle. when they would give you the crowns. So, anyway, we got to the Burger King, and Craig ordered a giant Coca-Cola, one of the giant ones. I ordered a milkshake like I always did. I think we got a couple of burgers and fries, what kind of pies. And then we went and sat down, and our skateboards, we put them in a little aisle there, and those football player guys pulled up in their cars, and they all got out, and they started walking down the aisle, and they could see our skateboards, but they couldn't see us. They could see our skateboards. They sat at the booth right next to ours, kind of. So they couldn't see us. We couldn't see them, but they were right there. And we're sitting there eating and talking about Iron Maiden, and they kept going, skate or die. They kept saying that to us. And me and Craig kept talking. Me and Craig Crude. And then they said it again. Skate or die. Skateboard. Yeah. Something like that. And I know I'm not doing a good impression of him. That's just how I remember it. And then this is the important part. So Craig Crude, he was telling me a story, and without even breaking the flow of his story, he picked up his giant Coke, his large Coke, which was completely full, and just kind of gave it a little toss. Just tossed it over the stained glass, and it just kind of it went right over my head. Over the fake stained glass. Just kind of sailed silently in the air, and it went right. He tossed it perfectly. It landed right on their table. You could hear it because it exploded. It just went. And there was like 6 dudes. There was 6 dudes or so crammed into the booth there. That's what it felt like anyway. And they all went, son of a, that whole thing. And they all stood up. They all stood up like they were going to kill us. And Craig just sat there, and they looked at Craig with his big afro and his Iron Maiden jacket and his My Bodyguard, Adam Baldwin demeanor, and they just sat right back down. And they just went on with their evening, and so did we. Thank you, Craig Crude, wherever you are. God, I miss you, brother. I'll find him. I'll find him and I'll bring him here. I'll show you guys. He's a prince of a man. You want to know what a prince he was? This is something else he would do, because me and Craig Crude, we were not smooth. We were not smooth with the ladies in high school. But he had an amazing thing at the same Burger King. Speaking of King of the Castle, he would always ask me, say, should I do a crowning? Should I do it? And I said, yeah, man, do it. And so he'd go to the front, and he'd get one of those cardboard crowns, Burger King crowns, and he'd find the prettiest girl in all the Burger King. And we'd go over to her, and he would kneel down on one knee, and he goes, I crown thee Queen of Burger King. He'd put the crown on her head. This is back in the late 80s, by the way. It's before anybody was doing stuff like this. Way ahead of his time. Radio1Guy. Craig was a true Hesher. Indeed, Strasionic. Boy, that's the cherry on the sundae right there. That's the icing on the cake. So anyway, I don't know if any of you took another listen to last week's episode. Not last week's, 2 days ago's episode, where our friend Bernard, did I get his name right? I keep forgetting his name. From the timeshare, the IHG Platinum Timeshare Vacation, free vacation, $199 free vacation guy called here. You listened to it twice. I know. I've listened to it like 4, maybe 5 times. I can't get enough of it. There's so many moments. There were so many moments, and it was so unexpected. Saint Bernard, Big Bernard. I know. We didn't talk about it as much after, because I think we were all a little in shock of how epic the whole thing was. And I kind of got to give Bernard all the credit, because I feel like he kind of took us on a ride, and then that led to the Disneyland story, which led to the Grim Grimming Ghosts, which led to the Paul Frees and Thurl Ravenscroft's discussion, which led to the soundtrack listening session that we all had, which I thought was a blast. How much fun was that? I started talking about the Haunted Mansion. Yes, I did. And magical things like the Magic Kingdom, where anything can happen. Yes, it can. Radio1Guy. Yeah, anyway. You know what we do sometimes? One of our strategies, me and the Mindbender, we got a couple strategies we've been working. Yeah, hey, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, Jackie, because you know me. I told you guys the story of the IRS Criminal Investigations Unit fake phone call from Bombay, India, which got me. And I actually got in my van and started driving out of town because I thought they were. Oh, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed enough almost not to admit it to you guys. But whenever I tell the story now to anybody, they think it's funny that I was such a sucker. But I don't know if you all saw on the news, there was a massive crackdown, I think in India, someplace, Mumbai or something. They've arrested hundreds, literally hundreds of people in connection to fake IRS criminal investigation scams. So maybe our guy got busted. I was trying to call him. Try one more time because I still saved the number. Thought I had lost it. Turned out I hadn't. I gotta close some of these apps. It'll kill your battery. I don't know if you guys knew that. I'm sure you know that. You knew that. Let me look up Arlington, Texas. Because apparently that's where they were claiming to be from. Our IRS Criminal Investigations Unit, folks. Come on, peoples. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. There you are. I don't think the number's going to work anymore. Do they have daylight savings time in India? I hope they don't. I hope they don't, because that would mean it would give us an hour more to get a hold of our friends in Mumbai. See if this works. I bet you it doesn't work. Come on. I know. Oh, call failed. I think the number's out of commission. No, I did. I was trying to be as logical as I can. So me me being logical was abandoning my half-eaten breakfast and coffee from my incredible coffee shop next door, and then jumping in my van because he told me they were coming to get me. He told me, "You will be apprehended in the next 30 minutes." That's what the guy told me. And I believed him, so I figured if I start driving, at least I can call. Well, I thought maybe it was my guy that helps me with my tax stuff. I thought maybe I hadn't paid my taxes, so I told him, just in case I only get one phone call and I don't get a hold of you, get the money together for the bail, all that kind of stuff. I was trying to figure it all out. I'm sorry, I'm such an idiot sometimes. But I ain't too proud to admit it. At least I ain't too proud to admit it.
Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio1Guy.
I think IRS is actually, I think they're in Utah. I think they're Provo, Utah. Well, I think the processing is. But see, the second person, I started calling them back when I realized I'd been had. And a girl answered, a woman answered the second time. And she says, she knew my name and everything. That's what got me, I think, because they knew who I was. They said, "Michael Silverman, you're under investigation from the IRS." They were so nice, and they have such a nice, melodious accent. I love the melodious Indian accent. I think it's a very beautiful, musical sounding accent. But the things they were saying to me were terrible. "You will be apprehended within 30 minutes. And I said, "Wait a minute. Where are you located? Where are you from? This is the IRS in Washington, D.C.? And I thought, wait a minute. And I asked her, I said, "I thought the IRS was in Provo, Utah." She says, "No." And then she hung up on me.
Radio1Guy.
Yeah, that was the worst part. And I went back to the coffee shop because I had abandoned my avocado toast and my coffee. I didn't even bring my coffee with me because I thought if they arrest me, I'm just gonna leave the coffee in my van. Might as well leave the cups and everything at the coffee shop so they can take care of them and give them to another customer that's not in jail. See, I was thinking about everybody else. I wasn't even thinking about myself. So when I went back, I told my friends at the coffee shop the story, and they thought it was funny too. They're like, "Really? Yeah, we were all wondering where you went because you've never left your avocado toast uneaten, and you've never left your coffee undrank, undrank, undrunkified." Radio1Guy. Such a deep culture. I've been studying, I've been doing my own studying of Indian classical music. Like, when I bought my Heshers, and I've been practicing it, trying to get better at it. And then I also, I've been trying to learn the rhythms. I don't know if you know anything about the Indian rhythmical vocabulary. But it's really interesting because they group things in 2s and 3s like we do, but then they have these giant long form kind of cycles. And if you watch them, they use their hands to sort of conduct or communicate the rhythmic cycle. And I'm making up, this is one I'm making up on my own, but it looks like this. It's like that's a whole cycle right there. For example, and I went to see Zakir Hussain, who's one of the greatest living tabla players in the world. This is a while ago. And I had noticed a lot of people in the audience, they understand this stuff, and a lot of them were sitting there on their knee going. And I was like, damn, I wish I knew what the hell they were talking about. Radio1Guy. Sorry. So I'm trying to study that stuff too. I want to learn the rhythms. But apparently a couple good friends of mine study this stuff too. And my friend Brian Bowman, phenomenal jazz drummer, who I haven't talked to in probably 15 years, but he used to tell me, because he was studying with Zakir Hussain, and he says, when you get really good, when you get your black belt, basically, at the tablas, some of these cycles are 119 beats long, so it's like 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 4 to the 5 the 6 to the 7 to the 13 14 15 the second 19 20 21 22 it goes like 119 beats. I thought, wow. And all we can do over here is go 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Tell me who you're fighting for. 1 2 3 4. Get up off the dance floor. Radio 1 Guy. Sheila Chandra. I gotta check that out. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's been major crossover popular Indian pop stars, and they definitely, all that stuff's in that music, even in the pop, even into pop. Good stuff though. But anyway, I'm trying to learn, and I want to go there. I want to go to India, and I want to go to all those places and maybe pay off my criminal investigations unit, and I want to go to Rishikesh, where the Beatles hung out with Maharishi Yogi, whatever that guy's name was. And then I wanted to go down into the cities of Varanasi. It's supposed to be real dirty, but very deep and spiritual and interesting. And then I also wanted to go, I met another guy a couple summers ago here in Las Vegas who said there's a recording studio and nightclub in Mumbai. I thought, what if I went there and recorded and then did a gig? And I'd be all like, boogadega, 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 boogadega. And they'd be all like, taka, 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 and I'd be all like, boogadega, 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 boogadega. And we'd see who would win. We would see who'd win. Probably them. I bet. Yeah, I'm a little afraid. Hopefully I never run into those IRS folks again. Radio1Guy. A lot of paperwork. You are correct. Oh, thanks, man. Hello, IBS Criminal Investigations Unit. Gotta work on these. We'll get it. Oh, thank you. Those little CSI. Oh, this is my jam right here. I know every note of this cat solo. Ow. Why would somebody put a staple in a pillar? Yeah. T1G on the magic pillar. You are correct, friend. Radio1Guy. Keeping the dream alive. What dream, you ask? Well, just look behind the mask. All the answers to the question you seek, I'll tell you within a story, and even though the story might take a while, look behind the mask and trust the guy with the smile. All right, what the hell am I doing? Oh. I didn't mean to cuss. I said the H word. Hell. That's not a cuss word, is it? A little bit. Ow. Radio1Guy. Hell is a cool place in Michigan. Where's that, man? I've been everywhere in Michigan. I never been to hell. Oh, you mean Detroit? Ah, just kidding. Tobias is very proud of Detroit, as am I. I love Detroit, but he's proud of it because he's from there, originally. He represents the D. He reps the D harder than most. The Mindbender, Jay Dilla, and Eminem. That's the holy trinity of folks repping the D. Repping the D. It's cold in the D. This is weird. I'm looking. Sorry, I was gonna look at for my Freedom Rock. My Freedom Rock thing. Misplaced it. Ew. That's so weird. Somebody just asked me to help them move. I don't even know you that well. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I got a van, but it's got stuff in it, man. I'd rather help somebody stay put. It's the opposite of helping somebody move. I'm gonna go over and help you stay put. I'm just gonna go over there and make sure nobody loads nothing from your living room into a truck. I know. That ain't mine, that's a Mitch Hedberg. Oh, Ann Arbor rules. Traverse City rules. Ann Arbor rules. You know which one I like a lot? Kalamazoo! I like that one a lot too. I love Michigan. All kidding aside, and I know I say this a lot. I say this a lot about a lot of places because I travel a lot. I travel all year long. When I'm not here, I travel. And the United States of America, my friends, is such a big, beautiful country. And I fall in love with so many places, so many little pockets. I gotta say, Michigan proper is a beautiful state. And there's so much diversity within the different cities. Like Traverse City is so different than Harbor Springs, which is right next door, which is so different than Kalamazoo, which is so different than Grand Rapids, which is like 45 minutes away, which is so different than Ann Arbor, which is, it's on this side. If you ask a Michigan person.
Now you're rocking with the guy. Radio1Guy.
If you ask any Michigan person, he'll hold up his left hand or right hand, Tobe? Right hand this way. Right hand this way. Yeah. Wait a minute. You're from Michigan, dude. Don't leave me hanging. Okay, that way. They'll be all, I'm from here. I'm from here. It's the raddest thing. It's just the raddest. Oops, backwards? Wait a minute. Yeah, because Detroit's right here, right? No, Detroit's right here. Dude, you're from Michigan. This is like breathing for you. If someone asks you where you're from, dude, oh, you're not looking it up on Google. No way. I refuse to let you do that. You're from Detroit. Rep the D, dog. It's like this. Okay, there we go. See, that looks right to me. I'm from Detroit. I'm from Ann Arbor. I'm from Kalamazoo. I'm from Grand Rapids. I'm from Traverse City. I'm from the Upper Peninsula. I'm from Ypsi. I'm from Lansing. I'm from Flint. It's so cool. You can't do that with anything else. You can go like California. I'm from Danville, Walnut Creek. I'm from LA. Oh, sorry, my rabbit's in the way. I'm from San Diego, dude. No, I'm from Ocean Beach. I'm from San Luis Obispo. I'm from Oxnard. Wisconsin rules. I love Wisconsin for completely different reasons too. It's that's what I love about it. I have such dear friends in Wisconsin, and I love Madison, and I love Milwaukee, and I love lacrosse. Loves me some lacrosse. I love, let me think. So many. Appleton. Played in Appleton. I've been everywhere, man. Been to Appleton, Madison, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, and Appleton, Wisconsin, Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Lacrosse, but also Michigan, Lansing, Traverse City, Detroit, Kalamazoo. That wasn't very good. I can do better. It's got to warm up. That song takes some real brain warming. I got a coffee story for you guys. It's actually not a story. It's just basically this morning, my favorite coffee shop, as if it was out of thin air, magically, had my favorite coffee on tap. It wasn't a pour over today. They'd made it in the batch brew. And when they make it in the batch brew, it's a little stronger. It's not as much flavor, but more oils and more grit. And I was kind of in that mood today. I'm thinking, you know what I want? I want a little more oils and a little more grit. Oh, I'm sorry, Rabbit. They're not supposed to see that. You were looking at his bum, was ya? Was ya? You was looking at his bum, was ya? Watch, this is something this guy can do, which I think is... It's pretty good, right? Bit of a cheeky monkey. So yeah, let's write that down. We're gonna go over to Jason's place. He's gonna teach me how to use this thing. He'll teach me this, and then we will finish the project we've been working on. I know I keep telling you guys about this, and I keep promising you guys about this, and I keep telling you guys about this, but we're gonna do it. I was working on it last night, as you could see. I'm redoing this whole thing here. Oh, I've got a box with some goodies. I've got a box with some goodies in it. Oh, I've got a box. We've got buttons and things. Buttons and things. Arcade. Buttons and things. I've got one of these. I bet you wish you knew it was in here. Nothing. I got this. I'm going to use this for routing and drilling. And I'm going to route and drill. Look at this bad boy right here. Damn, it sounds good. I'll save this. I'm going to save this for later.
Now you're rocking with the guy, Radio1Guy.
Check this out too. Check this out. The button of all buttons. Look at the size of this bad boy. Look at this. Look, compare it. Compare it. Compare and contrast. Button sizes. Wow. Yeah, it's going down. Shit is going down. So I'm only showing you guys because I've been telling you guys it. And I just know that if I promise you that I'm gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it. Anyway. Thanks. Thanks, Strasionic. I'd like to think I got button chops. Button chops. Nudie. Oh. For real? What the hell are you talking about? Oh. Really? Ah, shit. Sorry, this outfit's a little revealing. It's a bit revealing. Not by design, though. It's a bit revealing, and we do it all the time. It's a bit revealing, and it's not by design. Radio1Guy. Here we go. Radio1Guy. Thanks for tuning in to the show. Reported for sexual content. I guess I deserve it. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, come on. Give me one more chance. If I do it again, then I deserve it. But I don't want to get thrown off the interwebs just yet. I'm not supposed to be doing sloppy sleight of hand in front of you guys. My teacher Armando would get mad at me. Hopefully he's not watching.
Radio1Guy transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
Straight from the butt noggin. I knew you were just kidding. I knew you were just kidding, Clemonade. What a cool name. We are planning, I was showing you the joysticks and the metallic boxes with reflections of my junk. I was showing you all that stuff because I told you this about a month ago and we haven't delivered, but I plan on it. We're rigging up the magic pipe to be a giant controlling mechanism for all things audiovisual, digital, analog. And what I mean by that, of course, is boy, Mindbender's he's a spicy meatball tonight. I too wonder that. How did they come up with the terminology for joystick? Let's take a look. This is a joystick, my friends. So the question that we must ask ourselves is, if we play with said stick, does it bringeth us joy? Yes. Yes, it does. After much trial and contemplation, we here at the Butt Noggin,
transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
We here at the Butt Noggin, we do concur, we do conclude, rather, the joystick bringeth us joy. That must have been a very short meeting. at the factory where they invented these things. I said, we need to name this thing something. It's not much, just a stick. But when I play with it, it bringeth joy. I know, what if we call it a joystick? It was a very short meeting. And they went and got Chinese food for lunch. Radio1Guy. Yes, it does. Well, you know, all the great thinkers of our time. All the great thinkers and philosophers and problem solvers. They sat and they stroked their beards and they went, I know. I've been doing that a lot lately, by the way. Don't tell no one. Radio1Guy.
Now you're rocking with the guy. Radio1Guy.
No one said it'd be easy. But also nobody said it'd be this hard. Sheryl Crow said that. I'll be in your dream if you be in my dream. Bob Dylan said that about somebody else saying that. Weasel pot pie. I said that. All right, we get it. Oh my God. I wasn't even going to tell you guys about this because I've recently stumbled onto something I love and hate at the same time. And it's this little chat room for this defunct radio show that I'm a huge fan of. And everybody on there is as big of a nerd for this thing as I am. And there's a little online betting thing that you can do. And I got sucked into it, and I was doing a bunch of work yesterday on this stuff that I was just showing you with my joysticks and my buttons. And I was betting this fake money. It's not real money, but I got really into it like I always do. And I had acquired 37,000 of this valueless currency. And last night at about 5 a.m., I was finishing up with what I was trying to finish up, and I took a break, and I rode my skateboard over to the El Cortez and got a $10.99 prime rib dinner. And I blew all $37,000 of my fake currency. It was really upsetting because I had a system. For 3 days I had a system, and I built this stuff up real methodically. And there was even a trivia contest, and I beat everybody in the trivia contest. And everybody in the thing was so nice, and they were rewarding me with extra, they call it cake in the chat room. They were all like, welcome, hey, where'd this guy come from? And they're all like excited I was there because I was contributing. And then last night I blew it. I blew all of it. And I actually was having trouble sleeping this morning because of that. I'm a terrible gambler.
How do the cows feel about this whole thing? Really, you have to think about that, because cows must think about something, you know. So they're leading them into the big hole there.
It was sad.
One cow talks to the other, they're running, you know. Well, this is the way cows run. Because they get that thing in the middle. Where are we going? We're going to get shot. Say what? I said we're going to get shot. So what for? Because we got an open mouth.
Well, we love Orwell here. We all do.
Yeah, that's an open mouth. They're going to shoot us? Yep. Any way I can get out of it? Yep. What's that? Wipe that phone around your mouth.
Radio1Guy. Nah, no. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that one guy gambling. And this goes back years. It doesn't matter if it's fake money or real money. It doesn't matter if it's a 50-cent bet or a $50,000 bet. I've never made a $50,000 bet, but I'm just saying I get just as amped up and just as devastated on my losses. And it's really and then I get real greedy too. I think about it, I overthink about it. I come up with a system, a bulletproof system, by the way, that I did for 3 days, and it's just working. And I actually got to a point yesterday afternoon while I was plugging in these wires, and I was also betting every 10 minutes. It let me bet, and I was killing it. I was thinking, I'm going to take a little chunk of change and go down to the El Cortez, and after the prime rib dinner, I'm going to play a little blackjack with the system, and I'm going to win. And I think it was a signal from the universe. I think the universe and the cosmos was telling me, no, dude, you can't handle it. You're not going to stick to your system. What you're going to do, I'll tell you guys my system. I thought it was smart. I thought, what if, because I had acquired so much cake, that's what they called it in this chat room. What if I acquired, 37,000 cake, which I did. What if I bet and I start real small? I'll bet 10. Hopefully I'll lose, because then I can bet 30 or 40, and then I can bet 100, and I can bet 250. I kept trying to up the thing so I would, when I eventually won, because of course I'm going to win sooner or later, I'll make my money back plus the investment, plus a little bit of a reward. And I was doing it. I kept winning, but I was winning small, win. Lose, win. Lose, win. Win. Damn it. Because you didn't want to win when it was small, but I would. Win. Lose, win. Lose, win. And then lose. 5 in the morning this morning. Lose. Lose. No. Lose. No. Lose. Ugh. It was bad. It's amazing how 20 can suddenly turn into 20,000 on a single flip of the coin. And that's what you're betting on. You're betting on a coin flip. A digital, fake, virtual coin flip. And that's what I did. And that's how I lost all of it. And they were freaking out. Everybody in the chat room was really impressed with me because I had been winning, and then there I was, $20,000 on a coin toss. This is fake money, by the way. I can't afford this in real life, of course. I don't think anybody can. But they were like, "Wow, look at you go, right on!" Like they were stoked because I was being so reckless. I was spelling the shit wrong because I was so panicky trying to flip my coin. And anyway, I lost it all, and I was just really upset with myself because I didn't stick with my system. I just didn't stick with my system. You gotta stick with your system. I told Spacey Blur.
Actually, the first one ever done, and it had a football.
I told Spacey Blur about my system 4 or 5 days ago. He was like, "Yeah, but you gotta stick with it." That's the one thing he said. I said, "I know. Well, I am."
Transmitting straight from the Veg.
No cake for me anymore. I have a little left. I have like 768 cake. 700, but and here's the thing. So I bet 10, then I bet 20. Lost. So I was down to 700-ish, like what I have now. Let me think about this. Oh, yeah. And I put it all on a bet right before I went to sleep, and I was panicking, and I won. So I was up to 14, and I was like, I'm going to do one more with the 14, and I'll get it kind of close to where I had it before, and of course I lost. See, and that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did the first time I played blackjack for real with my jazz band. We went up to South Shore, Tahoe, from the Bay Area, and I played blackjack, dollar hand blackjack, and I turned $5 into $53 with like a couple of plays, and then I slowly whittled it away to nothing. And I was hooked. And the whole band had to hear the tale of The fabled tale of how I was up $53, but I blew it all. Like that matters. Doesn't matter. So, of course, I went back the next day with $100, and I thought, I know what I'm going to do. Lost it. And on my last hand, at 8 in the morning, when I was desperately just trying to turn something into something, the dealer looked at me. This is a true story. Because I put $20, I just put it on one hand, like a real tough guy. And she looks at me and she goes, "Ooh, big spender." And I said, "Yeah, well, this is it for me. This is all I have left." She goes, "Let me guess. Trying to win your money back." Ooh, that cut like a knife. Radio1Guy. That cut like a knife. She saw right through me. I'm not gonna play this. See, it's weird. I don't feel like we're allowed to listen to Bill Cosby anymore. And I don't think we're allowed to like Kevin Spacey movies either. Doesn't it suck? Doesn't it suck when people turn out to be weenies? I don't know. I don't want to get into that completely, but I had to because I have a Bill Cosby record here. I'll play it though. I'm going to still listen to him. I still think he's a good comedian, even though he doesn't sound like a very nice guy. To put it, you know, whatever. Radio1Guy. See, I don't think American Beauty was that good. I thought it was good when I first saw it. I thought American Beauty was good when it came out, but now, whenever I hear that part where the kid goes, "One time I was filming a bag blowing around in the parking lot, and it was so beautiful, I thought my heart was gonna explode." Like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Come on. Come on, dude. I think the Kevin Spacey movie is definitely The Usual Suspects. What a performance. Even though he was making unwanted advances at the rest of the cast, apparently. Boy, what a performance. Yes, Strasionic, I concur. Cosby's nice, he's just sick. I think you're right.
There's just something about the morning that makes each day a joy to see. And nighttime brings a peace of feeling to rest inside of me. I love you.
Kaiser Sose. I mean, what a performance. What a character. What a character they wrote for that thing. What a beautiful, perfect character. This mythical, evil, almost supernatural genius that couldn't even possibly exist other than in these fairy tales that you kept hearing. And it turns out to be the last guy you'd ever suspect. Turns out to be the guy that likes to grab everybody else's weenies on the set. Sorry, couldn't resist. Radio1Guy.
I'd like to introduce you to the next superstar. 20 years from now, he's going to be so ashamed of what he has done on this record that he's probably going to sue me. And he and all of his friends are going to be sitting around the stone. He said, "Look what the old man made me do." Let's give a big round of applause to Bobby Barrett Jr.
Daddy, what if the sun stopped shining? What would happen then?
If the sun stopped shining,
Whoa!
you'd be so surprised.
What the hell was that?
You'd stare at the heavens with wide open eyes. And the
What would happen then?
man made me do. Let's give a big round of applause to Bobby Barrett Jr.
This is weird. It's caught me by surprise.
Daddy, what if the sun stopped shining? What would happen then?
Wow.
If the sun stopped shining, you'd be so surprised. You'd stare at the heavens with wide open eyes.
Baba Bear Jr.
The wind would carry
I guess that was his baby. His baby son. Baba Bear Jr. Daddy? Hey, Daddy? What if the sun stopped shining? Bada, 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 bada.
The wind stopped blowing. What would happen then?
If the wind stopped blowing, then the land would be dry. And your boat wouldn't sail, and son, your kite couldn't fly. And the grass would see you troubling. She'd tell the wind, and the wind would start
Hey, that one
blowing.
guy, what you got there? Fresh slabs.
Oh, you're welcome for the fresh slabs. Tasty slabs.
The grass stopped growing. What would happen then?
Well, if the grass stopped growing, you'd probably cry. And the ground would be watered by the tears from your eyes. And like your love for me, that grass would grow so high. The grass would start growing again.
But Daddy, what if I stopped loving you?
Aw.
What would happen then?
If you stopped loving me, then the grass would stop growing.
Amen.
The sun would stop shining, and the wind would stop blowing. So you see, if you want to keep this old world a-going, you better start loving me again.
Oh, man.
You better start loving me again. You hear me, Bob? You better start loving me again. You love me, Bob?
Yes.
You better start.
Here's the thing. I bet you when that kid grew up, though, when he was a teenager, I bet he was a pain in his dad's ass. And his dad's like, hey, remember that song we recorded? I'd even let you be on the record. You're being a little pain in the ass, kid. Oh, that's a cute one. I like that song. Where would you be when the grass stopped growing? What would you do with the grass stopped growing? Right on. Oh, la da doo. Whoa. Let me look at this one real quick. I'm curious. Mashed potatoes. Yes, good question. Does everybody have their headlamps? I really love this whole idea. This whole idea of the headlamp army. It's got to start here. And they'll understand when we show them. They'll understand when we show them. And they won't believe how the headlamp army is a-growing. Radio1Guy, we'll show them.
Yeah, man. Well, turn it up, man. Lord, I was born
I just gotta sample that. Ooh, there's something for the list. Hold on. Yeah, I wanted to sample things from YouTube, but the thing is, there's that little algorithm that makes it hard to... I wish I'd understood how this whole damn thing worked. Sample Freedom Rock. Oh God, my lists of lists. It's getting bad.
One guy straight from the button organ.
Oh yeah, I can manipulate it. I can manipulate it. Oh man, I got news for you, Strasionic. I saw it listed Kataro is on the road. Blew me away. I wasn't expecting to see that. I think I'm starting to wonder about that whole thing because I saw somebody else post a thing where they claimed that they got an ad for a thing that they talked about once. And then somebody else said that your phone hears you talking about it and it tells you that the thing... Yeah, like it hears you talking about a thing and then it says, ooh, I think he likes those things and we're going to tell him or her about the thing that he just said because maybe he'll buy it. I don't know. Anyway. Radio1Guy. I'm not saying that. Oh, your Spotify told you. See, I've never played Kataro other than on the records, on the Fresh Slabs.
Fresh slabs.
So I don't have any digital documentation that... Oh, wait a minute, I take that back. Before I bought Silk Road, I downloaded the YouTube version on my phone. That's where they got me. Still though, I don't get it. Radio1Guy, I don't get it. I think so too. I think headlamps are the wave of the future. You guys want to know what the wave of the future actually looks like? I'll show you. Oh, no he didn't. Yeah, he did. Oh, yes, he did. That's what I think. Where'd you go? Radio1Guy. Stop that. Stop that.
Well, all right.
Oh, we can't have enough headlamps.
And sit down.
There's gonna be no ceiling
But just for a minute.
on the headlamp amount. Recommended headlamp amount. The old RHA. What's the RHA?
But you got
Nothing. It's open, dude. There's no RHA. No recommended headlamp amount.
and talk.
I say bring it. Radio 1 Guy, bring it.
Getting any wrong ideas. A drink? Well, thank you, no.
Hell yeah. Hell
Never
yeah.
touch it.
Oh, said the H word again.
One guy straight from the butt noggin.
Hey, that one
Well,
guy,
maybe just
what you
one
got
little
there?
Glass of beer.
Fresh slabs.
And a dance just might be fun. But I can only stay for one. So don't go getting any wrong idea.
Yeah.
Don't go thinking, 'cause I'm drinking
Try some here.
one last drink with you. That I'm the kind to lose my mind.
We got it. Oh, we got it.
Some women do. Yes, that's my house. There on the corner. No, you can't come up. Let's say goodnight right here. Well, maybe just only.
I had an idea. There we go. Something I wanted to try. A new segment here on Radio 1 Guy. Ooh, headlamp craft night. I love the sound of that. You guys. Today. Let's look at the day. Radio 1 Guy. Let's give this a try. Ah, these aren't any good. Hold on.
Minute or so.
Before I bring the guitar, I'm going to use it for something. A new segment here that I've been thinking about for months, but have done zero prep for. But I think maybe if I do it in the moment, it'll be even better. Let's try this one.
No, darling, don't go getting
Come on, why you gotta be so fancy?
any wrong
Just do this simple. Make this easy on me. Ah, here we go. Radio 1 Guy gonna try some stuff.
Would you look at what came down the road today? Wanting me
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dang it. Ah, that's ain't gonna work. I'll try this later.
To burn to get to someone new. Hey, pass me by if you're on
Radio 1 Guy.
You sure look like the traveling kind to me. Don't stop if this
La 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 la. Dabook. Indeed.
Now I don't know what you think you run into.
Where am I? What was I? What was I doing?
Hey, pass me by if you're only passing through.
All right, I'll try this one.
I'm not gonna be a stepping stone. among the other hearts that you walk home. Lord, help me if I fall in love with you.
All right.
Hey, pass me by if you're only passing.
All right. I'm going to try this. This is something I used to... One of the things that made me want to be a Radio1Guy guy is there was a guy in Taos, New Mexico that used to read the horoscopes, and he was really good. They just sounded really psychedelic the way he did it. And I thought I would try to do my own kind of psychedelic horoscopes reading. So I'm going to give you guys, we'll try this the first time and see if it works. This is for today, November 9th. Radio1Guy. I'm going to start with Scorpio, because that's what month we're in. Coincidentally, that's my month. And, I think that's a few other people's months, too. Oh, that's Mindbender's month, too. I think we were both Scorpios, so... Apparently, there's continued good energy. Scorpio, continued good energy for you to straighten out your life in some way this morning. I.e., stick to your system. Don't bet more than you're willing to lose, Scorpio. And especially don't get greedy. Later today, there's a sudden lack of energy or delay as a sign that your plans need refining, i.e., don't deviate from your system. You won't be able to sleep because you will have lost too much cake. Life can feel a little more complicated, or you may feel a little drained and lacking of purpose temporarily. Scorpio. Adjustments may need to be made, i.e., all the cameras will have come up in different inputs, which happens every time we restart the supercomputer, by the way. So, you may need to take some time and readjust the cameras in the supercomputer. And be patient, Scorpio. This is time for reflecting before moving the rest of your plans forward. I like it. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Any Sages out there? Well, let me tell you something. You're in luck, Sagittarius. For this morning, you'll enjoy continued sharp focus. You might gain new valuable insight into money and or a business matter, maybe. You may get a fresh look at an old problem. Later today, however, see, this is where they always get you. Later today, this is where I had the problem with later today, they said. Mars and Neptune aspect points to the need to let some things go. You should feel a little frustrated with the stop-and-go energy. It doesn't suit your style. It just doesn't suit mine neither. You may prefer to have everything out in the open, but the day asks you to adopt a, quote, wait-and-see approach. So don't jump the gun. Just don't do it. But above all, it says right here, allow yourself the extra rest you need, because that's simply all you may require to get back in the zone. Sag. What's up, Sag? Capricorn. Any Capricorns in the house? You can be quite persuasive earlier today. That means you Capricorns are morning people. That's not me, though. I'm a morning late night person that loses all his fake money in a greedy impulse online. I told you guys that story already. Anyway, Capricorn. You may be quite persuasive earlier today. You're in a good position to feel stronger through your connections as well as investigating a matter further and gaining some critical insight. As the day advances, things may seem a little less certain. But this suggests it's better to rest and reflect than push ahead. Said that about the last one too, didn't it? So, all y'all so far, including me, rest. Rest a little bit. Calm your minds. Don't get overwhelmed. Make real decisions, not impulsive ones. All right, moving on. Aquarius. And I'm a bit of a water sign myself.
I'm a water baby. He loves the water, he's a water baby.
The morning is excellent for investigating a matter further, my dear Aquarius. And it makes sense. As a result, to tackle the harder jobs or to manage an issue that requires more focus than usual, you have a compelling desire to resolve the problems. A little patience for waiting things out. Come on. A little patience. Don't be so impulsive. Like certain Scorpios we know. Don't be so impulsive. However, as the day advances, some uncertainty is likely, and it's best to avoid pushing forwards against the resistance. Again, take a nap. Take a nap. Turn off the headlamp just for a moment. Take a little nappy wap, and everything's gonna be okay. It says at the bottom, I wasn't gonna read this part, but it says avoid signing contracts or making solid travel plans, just for the time being. However, you'll benefit from a Saturn-Uranus influence. Lucky. All right, moving on. Pisces. Couple little fishies, just a couple little fishies swimming around. If you've traveled a little off course in the pursuit of a long-term goal or dream, dear Pisces, circumstances are such this morning that you'll clearly see what you can improve, and you're on it. As the day advances, it's best to take your foot off the accelerator and take a nap. Take a nap, Pisces. It seems like all the good stuff happens in the morning, and as the day progresses, things get a little gnarly, everybody, and we all just gotta take a nap. That's what it says here. I think I believe this one, though. Mars and Neptune. Challenge favors slowing down and getting in better touch with your desires before going forward. Don't be so impulsive. It may seem like your system is failing you, but it's not. You got to stick with it. Double the bets until you finally win. Don't try to do it all at once at 5 in the morning, high on prime rib. I got to get over that. I'm having a tough time getting past that one. Anyway, that was Pisces. Moving on. Nap time, indeed. All right, Aries, take a nap. There is pleasant intensity in your relationships and interactions today. There may be helpful resources coming your way. That's lucky, dear Aries. And an excellent time to investigate the matter further. However, as the day advances, your focus tends to diffuse. Take a nap. Lay your head down, Aries. Take a nap. Think about what you did wrong. Think about, though it's fake money in this little game we're playing, don't get greedy. What's it really worth? The whole point of this was to see if your system actually worked, wasn't it? In the first place, Aries, I believe. All right. Yeah, I'm not making this nap stuff up, by the way. It actually says this in all these. And I gotta agree. Gots to agree.
Hey, that one guy, what you got there?
All right, Taurus, you ready? You ready, Taurus? The morning is excellent for getting to the heart of the matter, my dear Taurus. Pluto helps to boost your sense of purpose as it forms a harmonious aspect to the sun in your partnership sector. Partnership sector. You may well feel more purposeful, though a significant other now. As the day advances, you need some rest or a break. I swear to God, it says this. Take a nap. Nap time. Nap time, Taurus. God, this is the greatest horoscopes ever. Take a nap. All right, here we go. Gemini.
Dang, son, what's that slab?
Gemini, relationships are mutually beneficial this morning, my dear Gemini. You are in a good shape for applying wisdom and experience to manage a situation. As the day advances, whilst likely to get busier, it can also be less decisive and clear. This is due to a Mars-Neptune influence that has us questioning our actions. It's, in fact, a useful slowdown moment. I could have told you that was coming. Take a nap. Take a nap. Take a nap, take a nap, take a nap, nap. Cancer. When it comes to a close relationship, Cancer, if appreciation is due, it's a great time to show it this morning, dear Cancer. Though a relationship or accomplishment, you can enjoy a nice confidence boost now. The moon moves out of your sign this morning and into your resources sector, and you begin to seek out some order and predictability. As the day advances, clarity can fail by the wayside, however, and it's best to accept this rather than to fight it. And what better way to accept it rather than to fight it, my friends? Take a nap. Take a nap. Look to the skies. Close your tired eyes. Relax and take a nap.
Radio1Guy, bringing the gnar from the vague.
Leo, the moon in your sign from this morning onward gives you visibility. Lucky. Dear Leo, and a Sun-Pluto aspect this morning adds extra depth. Extra depths. It can also serve to boost your confidence. It's a good time for new ideas and accomplishing more visual than usual. More visual than usual. You may decide to rid yourself of something that's outlived its usefulness since it's easier to part with things now than it is on another day. As the day advances, you'd benefit from letting go a little. However, uncertainty is likely, and this tends to heighten the more we push something that can't be pushed. You can only bet every 10 minutes. So if you get anxious, you're probably going to make a mistake and bet more than you should, thus abandoning your system, which Spacey Blur told you not to do, and you did it anyways. Better take a nap. Better take a nap. Radio1Guy. I'm talking to you, Virgo, now. We're moving over to the Virgo. You could discover a project that genuinely absorbs your attention this morning, dear Virgo, and you can make significant progress. Don't be afraid to show your creative side now. While you're decisive and clear this morning, as the day advances, you may want to let go of overthinking or, temporarily, of ambitious projects. Yep, we saw that one coming. Take a nap, take a nap, take a nap. Libra. All my Libras say yeah. This morning you may come across information that helps you feel more comfortable, respected, secure. Dear Libra, continuing from yesterday, you see your priorities clearly. Lucky. You're in good shape to adjust your plans so that the more they accurately reflect who you are today. I read that wrong. You understood what I was getting at though, right? As the day advances, you may want to slow down and allow for some uncertainty. A Mars-Neptune aspect suggests that you don't have all the answers just for now, and you may have been pushing your desires a little too hard. Energy levels may be below par quite suddenly, but this could also signal that you are not as sure as you thought you were, and you need to keep things simple for the time being. And what better way to do that, my friends? Take a nap. Ow. Ow. Ooh. 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 Huh. That's weird. Ah, whatever. Everybody gets a nap. What's up, Jess? Aw. So neat to see your name. Thank you for joining us. Yes. Naps for everybody. Naps for Leo. Naps for Leo, naps for Scorpio, naps for Pisces. Nappy nap naps. Radio1Guy. Ah.
Hey, that one guy. What you got there?
That was fun. That was fun. I wasn't, been wanting to do that for a while. Thanks for being patient, because I likes to do that. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I wasn't making up that nap stuff, by the way. That was, totally legit. Totally legit. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I was wrapped up in my horoscopes. Hope I didn't miss nothing. By the way, I had a question. Jess, if you're still there, I had a question for Mary. Are you still there? Say yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, good. Yeah, I had a question for Mary. I ordered this. I read about this Dr. Seuss book. This is and I couldn't believe it was real, so I ordered it. It just came in the mail today. So your timing is impeccable. but I'll ask her when I see her next. But I'm going to keep this one with me so I can ask her about it. But check this out. This Dr. Seuss book is about butts. I saw this one and I thought I just found my favorite book in the whole entire world. Radio1Guy. The Seven Lady Godivas. This is not an original pressing. The original pressings were more money than I had, more cake than I had. But this is an old pressing though. It's old school. From back in the day. Yeah, right? Look at this. I mean, hello. Greatest book in the whole world. So anyway, I'm going to dive into this. I just got it. It just came in the mail today, so I'm super excited. So I wanted to ask Mary about it because she's the Dr. Seuss aficionado expert. And beautiful soul, par excellence. I'm going to keep this right there.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
What's up, Scavenger 53? I will answer for the collective and tell you that we are all doing pretty gosh darn good. I appreciate you joining us tonight. Yeah, Mary is the best. I concur, Jess. I do. One of my favoriteest things in the world was getting my Dr. Seuss reading on that beautiful evening at Galactic Get Down. What a treat that was.
He's probably going to sue me. And he and all his friends are going to be sitting around stoned. He said, look what the old man made me do. Let's give a big round of applause to Bobby Barrett Jr.
Daddy, what if the sun stopped shining? What would happen then?
If the sun stopped shining, you'd be so surprised. You'd stare at the heavens with wide open eyes. And the wind would carry your light to the skies. And the sun would start shining again.
But Daddy, what if the wind stopped blowing? What would happen then?
If the wind stopped blowing, then the land would be dry, and your boat wouldn't sail, and son, your kite couldn't fly, and the grass would see your trouble, and she'd tell the wind, and the wind would start blowing again.
But Daddy, what if the grass stopped growing? What would happen then?
Well, if the grass stopped growing, you'd probably cry, and the ground would be watered by the tears from your eyes, and like your love for me, that grass would go wide.
Oh yeah, I can't wait too. That was so much fun. Maybe my favoriteest thing all summer. I really enjoyed. Waiting for next one. If I can get my act together, hopefully I finish a new album of rock and roll songs. And meditative things. A little bit of hippin', the hoppin', the rockin', the boppin'. Don't stop a rockin'. Up jump the boogie to the boogie to bang bang, the bang to the boogie to beat. And we'll all have our headlamps. And we'll all shuffle our feet. Nighty-night. Nighty-night, Paramagic. We'll see you soon. Where was I? Oh, yeah.
From the name of bones. I'ma drill, I'ma do the ram. I'ma run, I'ma jump, I'ma run like I'ma drill, damn it. I'ma do it like a bear called a panda. Like a bear called a panda, I'ma rap it in the game. I'ma do it all the time, even though you don't know my name. I don't care if you think we're not the same. New verse, I'ma bring it fresh this time. I'ma do the fresh, funky, fucking brutal rhymes. I got it, and I'll put other rappers in their place. I'm known as the ghost killer, no face. They call me No Face, and I got the drills. They call me No Face, and I drop the drills. Ow, yeah.
And we're rocking to the beat, and we don't really care. I can make the audience throw their hands in the air and waving back and forth like they just don't ever really care. I can make the audience throw their hands in the air.
thanks, Jess. Thanks for the kind words. Please give Joe my love. Tell him I miss him. I didn't get a chance to talk to him at all when you guys came to the show in Minneapolis. I was running over to sell my compact discs. I just had time to give him a hug, but please send him my love. And I'm sure we'll catch up soon. Ow. I sneeze on the record player all the time. Hazards of the trade. It's the way it goes. Sometimes. That's the way it goes.
Dang, son, what's that slab?
Ketchup, mustard, and a hot sauce. And a hot sauce.
Butter side down.
Butter side down.
Put this in your magic pipe and smoke it.
Maybe we can fix it.
No guarantees.
Grass will start growing again.
Oh yeah.
But Daddy, what if I stopped loving you? What would happen then?
Oh yeah, we'll chill. That's a promise.
If you stopped loving me, then the grass would stop growing, the sun would stop shining, and the wind would stop blowing. So you see, if you want to keep this old world a-going, you better start loving me again. Better start loving me. You hear me, Bob? You better start loving me again. You love me, Bob?
Yeah.
Better start
Wow, barely made it out of that one. Barely made it out of that one. Ah, we gotta preach. Even if we don't know what we're talking about, it just feels good to do it sometimes. You know what else feels good? Alling on a blind reissue. Mark Gonzalez reissue. Blind skateboards. No big deal. It's no big deal, really. Just Jason Jesse custom independent trucks. No big deal. And that's not a big deal, really. Just like OJ keyframe wheels, brand new bearings. No big deal. No big deal, really. Just custom grip tape job from the Santa Cruz board shop. No big deal, though, really. You know, Radio1Guy. No big deal. Skate or die. Thanks, Brandon. Much love to you, my friend. Keep on preaching. I gots to. There is. I ordered that stuff online, too. I've been ordering things online. It's actually for the records. I finally got a real record cleaner and record cleaner serum. Truth serum, as they call it. So if you put a little of this on the brush and brush it on the records, the artists that have recorded the music are a little more honest.